What's going on, guys? Today's the day we're finally going to pick up the engine, and I'm not sure if I'm going to film all of it or any of it, just because I'm not sure how this interaction is going to go, just because of the bad customer service I've been receiving from the shop. So getting ready to go pick it up. Probably tune you guys in till after we get it and just go over some of the things that were done. Alright guys, we're officially back from Foresight Performance and everything went well. As you can see, the engine is back and it's officially here. This is the old engine, stock one. There's the VIN. And this one's got 66,000 miles. Still in pretty good condition, as you can clearly see. Yeah, pretty excited. I'll go over all the details and prices and stuff once I get home. Came out a little more expensive than I thought, but this is the price you pay for doing stuff like this. So I'm officially an owner of a 2.2 liter stroker. And there's the fluid damper. I'm gonna get this thing. I'll go ahead and bust out the Skunk 2 manifold and show you some of the porting work that they did. Alright, so once again, this is a 2.2 liter stroker. It's got a Manley crank, billet crank. It's got Manley rods and CB pistons. 2.2, the crank is 94 millimeters. And yeah, it's a stroker like I stated before. With all the bells and whistles you can think of. We're at Rodney's house. He's booked with work, so it'll be a little while. This is once again the stock engine. Got all our old stuff right here. You ready to look at this port work?
Does it look good?
I haven't looked at it yet.
Hey, John.
All right, so you're gonna look at some of the port work. Impressed. Well, you got a full place over there. Should probably be about another week or so before we start actually doing anything. It's gonna sit here for a while. So we got Rodney using the scope to see.
Oh, yeah, that's a brand new freaking piston.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I got trust issues.
Probably a TDC, so
Yeah, I got trust issues.
This
So
one should go a little bit further in. There you go. Look there. Beautiful.
yeah, it looks pretty fucking brand new. I was hoping we can get in the crank somehow.
Yeah, through the oil plug.
Drain plug?
Yeah.
So tilt this bitch this way.
Let me see real quick. I'm trying to see. Does anything else? That's the oil there. No. Yeah, it would be smart not to. But yeah.
Oh, the drain plug actually it's on this side. I was tripping. I had it backwards. It's actually right here. So
You see it right there?
yeah, it should be a 17 or 19. What are you? I think I think it's a 17. It's got to be a wrench though.
I got it.
This is fucking cool. This guy's got Snap-on everything, man. He's the biggest Snap-on fanboy there is. It's no wonder he's a Patriots fan. Crazy. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's been about a week. Actually, it's been exactly a week since we picked up the engine for the Evo. I know the last thing that you guys saw was us trying to stick the little camera scope thing, and unfortunately the baffles on the oil pan will not allow us to see the crank, but we were able to see the pistons. They look brand new. They look just like the ones that the shop said that they're gonna put in there, so I really have no reason to doubt them. I just have kind of a trust issue thing, so it's no big deal. I mean, I don't really foresee a reason to have to dig around, but you know, he had the stuff, so we figured we were gonna check it out. So tomorrow is officially the day that we are gonna go ahead and bring the Evo to Rodney's house. And this weekend, hopefully, if all goes well, the engine should be in with all the parts and everything. So the plan is to get the Evo to Rodney's house and put the engine in, obviously. And then I'm gonna mail the ECU to my shop, which is about 2 hours away. They're gonna send it back to me the next day with a base mat tune. And the reason why we're doing that is because this thing originally was tuned with a MAF, and with the new setup, it's speed density completely. So it would run like absolute dog shit if I tried to break in the car, obviously with the old tune on a MAF tune. It just wouldn't work. So hopefully that settles that. After that, we are gonna go ahead and put the break-in miles in, roughly about 500 miles. And keep in mind, this includes the engine needs to be broken in, the clutch and the transmission need to be broken in. So about 500 miles, hopefully that goes well. And the plan is on June 30th through July 2nd, they're actually gonna come through and tune the car. And hopefully everything is buttoned down for that. Today, what I wanted to do is kind of give you an insight of a few other parts that I ended up getting that I haven't mentioned on the channel yet. And most importantly, the biggest reason for this channel, honestly, is to talk about specifics. I honestly feel like a lot of YouTubers, they make this stuff look easy, like everybody's your friend. It's so easy to do an engine swap, do all this. I'm here to let you know that it's been a painful process to get this Evo up and running. The shop took too long. Granted, COVID-19 was a big issue because of shops closing down and whatnot. Machine shop took their time. I got it. It was supposed to be 2 weeks. It actually ended up taking, I think, a total of 66 days for me to get this engine built. So with that being said, it has not been a pleasant process. Not to mention, when it comes to the customer service, it hasn't been the best. I'm not gonna sit here and bash the shop because I still gotta utilize them. So we're gonna push through and hopefully everything goes well. Keep in mind, the experience has been kind of negative, but they still know what they're doing. Like at any given time, the shop has easily 3 to 4 Evos that they're working on. So yeah, that's that. Let's get on to the parts. First thing I wanted to show you guys is I ended up picking out a replacement for the Defi or Defi, however you want to call them, racer gauges. And the ones in the car right now are the BF ones. These are the Defi Racer in white, 60 millimeter. I got 2 pressure ones, one for fuel pressure, one for oil pressure, excuse me. And then we have a temp. I'm not the biggest fan of this one because this one is in Celsius and I'm not really into all that, but unfortunately these gauges are very general or vague, whatever you want to call them. They're just general purpose gauges, they're not specific, and these are the best ones with the faces that I like, most accurate, so on and so forth. I've had no issues with my Defi gauges, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue using them. These are expensive, but you guys already know I don't take shortcuts or cut any corners when it comes to stuff like that. These are roughly altogether was a little over 600 bucks. So, and this is without the controller. I still have my old controller from the BF gauges, but I will do a separate video with the interior little mini overhaul that I plan on doing. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to, I finally decided on an oil catch can, and I went ahead and went with the STM transmission mounted catch can, and this is pretty good craftsmanship. I'm actually pretty excited. I know STM hasn't been the best lately. A lot of people complaining about them on the forums and Facebook groups and stuff because they're taking too long, but they still produce great products. And STM has been around since the beginning of the whole Evo thing. So this comes with obviously the catch can, and then it has the 2 little breathers right here. And it comes with all the AN fittings to include these Vibrant fittings. They make this company makes great stuff. I love Vibrant stuff. I'm actually thinking about getting their clamps But yeah, this is good stuff. So this mounts to the transmission. It won't be that visible. This is the cleanest setup that I could find. I do have still ACD. So with that being said, and I want to keep the ACD while it still works. The car only has 60,000 miles. Once the ACD goes out, then I'll get rid of it. But right now I have it, and I don't mind keeping it. So yeah, freaking, we're gonna push through and kind of keep that there. And this is the cleanest looking one as far as catch cans go. So this is what we decided on. This was, I got it with a deal. It was like $350. Originally $400, $350. So that's that. You already know we talk about specifics on this channel because some of you guys might be considering doing this, and I want to make sure that you know what you're getting with everything. So that's what we talk about, specifics. Next up, we're going to talk about maintenance and fluids. We're going to go ahead and switch to these Denso spark plugs, and that's the actual code for them. And this is what they recommended. And they actually go by a 4-digit number. I'm trying to find it. There it is, 5346. So some places have one way to identify them, the others have the other. So that's, if you guys are interested, that's the setup I'm going with. And I'm going to go ahead and switch from AMSOIL, which I still have a bunch of, as you can see there, AMSOIL, and that's the 1030. And now that we're on a built 2.2 liter stroker, we're gonna switch to 2050 Valvoline VR1. This is what they recommended. High zinc. This is not what we're gonna use for break-in though, so keep that in mind. For the break-in, we're gonna use a conventional oil. I was told to use that, something with high zinc. And you apparently don't want to use synthetic oil on a brand new built engine. This is what they recommended. So, and everywhere I've seen, that's what they said. So we're gonna go ahead and go through it. So I'll end up getting conventional oil, but that's gonna be the norm for the car as far as the oil goes. And I still have a bunch of AMSOIL tranny fluid. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it. The rest is over here. I got a box full of stuff over there. Still a mess, unfortunately. Till I get this car up and running, I don't plan on cleaning this garage out. But yeah, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on everything going on. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. Things are dying down with this COVID stuff, but yeah, guys, hopefully everything goes well. This part of the video was shot with a Canon, with my old Canon. Let me know which one you like, if you like the GoPro or you like this for videos. I'd really like to know, so put your answers in the comments and let me know which one you like, and I'll stick to whatever you guys like best. I might consider getting a newer camera, something nicer depending on how the channel goes. But that's pretty much it, guys. Take it easy and stay tuned for more content. Hopefully everything goes well this weekend. Peace.